Hello, today I'm going to do a quick journal page for you. I'm going to be using Art Anthology products, avocado in velvet dimension and also pumpkin. And then in the shine, a dimensional paint, we'll use the canary. I'll also have a few embellishments here that I'm going to add after. So I'm going to begin by giving the background a coat of this paint. I'm not too worried about doing perfectly as usual, so I'm just going to go ahead, put some on my page like that, and then just grab a brayer and just roll it all out. If I have too much on, it's not a big deal. I can just grab a scrap paper here and just take some of that back off. I'm just making sure that I have good coverage. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, great. Now that that is finished, let me just close this and put that aside. I am going to give it a quick dry. Okay, it's not perfectly dry, but it's dry enough. And I am going to use my sequin waste and add some green. I don't want too much because I don't want a big mess, so I just pick up some with my little palette knife here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add it in areas. I'm not worried about perfect coverage as usual. Then I can lift that up there and maybe add a bit more down here. And there we go. Once again, let's clean that up and put that away and allow that to dry. Okay, now that's dry, I've decided for my yellow paint, I'm going to use this Art Anthology stencil called Bloom. So let me just dry this a bit more actually. Still a bit wet in some areas and I don't want to smudge it. Alright, just as before, I am going to use my palette knife here and just get out some of that yellow. Oh yeah, I turned off. I'm trying not to touch the green because it is still a bit damp and I don't want to smudge it. So I'm just going to drag that over.
Yeah, they don't have
and then take that off there, and I think also I'll do a little bit down here. It's still a bit wet, so I have to be careful there also. So maybe here. I'm just going to quickly drag that over. There we go. And clean up that stencil right away. It's great to have a tub to just drop them in, and that way it will soak right off. Of course, you can just use a a wet wipe or a damp paper towel or cloth to clean up your stencil. Great, now this is dry. We're going to take our tea bag paper and just stick that down with some matte medium. Which I'll just put it on the page, it's easier. I want those edges to look more tattered. We can just peel that off. And then we can stick on our other embellishments. I also have this that I'm going to stick here, but I think I'm going to use a stamp first. I think I'm going to do it this way. And then when it's dry, I'll stick that right there. I'm just going to go around the edges now. This is just black ink. Let's get that in some water. This is another stamp I like. I think I'm just going to give it a little bit of more texture. And that's it. Our finished journal page.